Cancer. Cancer, I believe I did early February's reading for you, a general pull. I did a couple readings this morning, but I did so many other things this morning that literally it feels like I could have done it last Thursday. We're on Monday, right? I think we are. Let's see. Got a little mind distracted there. Cancer, I wanted to go and start the February love readings. I already did one with this reading that would leave 10 left depending on my time. So Cancer, let's get a love reading for you. In fact, Cancer, I believe that early February's reading I did for the collective had nothing to do about love. It was all life and work. It was interesting. Anyway, this reading, Cancer, is going to be about love. Your love opportunities, your love energy for February. I'm going to pull a general message on love, Cancer. And whatever comes out, comes out. Thank you for the like. Hello. And if I get too many readings overall with the collective, I will definitely do one on new love, whether this is new love or past love or whatever, we're going to find out. But whatever message needs to come out. And then the second part of the reading is going to be actually 12 readings. And we'll do the 12 sign zodiac breakdown. So we'll see your affinity with all 12 zodiac signs. I won't timestamp it, but I can say if you want to jump around, this first reading will probably be somewhere around 15 minutes to an average of 20 minutes. And then for the second part, it probably takes me like 2 to 5 minutes for each sign. So if you want to jump around, feel free. Okay, I'm going to go and start. Let's go and find out February love for Cancer. Let that sound out. Give that a moment. All right. Now, Cancer. February love. That wanted to fall out, but I wasn't feeling it. I have Queen of Cups. I do read my queens as cardinal signs, so this would be Cancer. Queen of Cups, he's been in isolation. A self-imposed hermitage or just nothing sparking your interest. Something that has sparked your interest that made you cautious about going out, reaching out, being emotionally available. Some difficult energy there. But ultimately what I have here, Cancer, is I have a Queen of Cups, somebody who is once again steady on their emotions. Also, too, it's like curious. This Queen of Cups feels very curious again. Curious and almost like an octopus's tendrils, Cancer. Almost like an octopus's tendrils. You see when they stretch their arms out and they sort of have that lace-like structure in the sea. I don't know, there's curiosity in there like that. Very gentle, very calm, very intelligent, very examining, right? It's just not what is the subject matter at hand, but the whole entire environment. Everything is being taken in. High curiosity about life again. People, opportunities. Also, too, no one's fool there. Let's go and get more. Queen of Cups. I have Queen of Wands. Definitely, I have a curious Queen of Cups. Curiosity. openness, excitement, but of course, with that, tendrils reaching out, it's cautious. Nine of Swords, King of Pentacles. I have a Queen of Cups that won't move very fast. I have a Queen of Cups that is curious about the world around her, but is cautious. It's like before, too, well, even more so, what the appearances may be. Someone who doesn't want to get deceived by the appearance of stability, the appearance of caring, the appearance of having it all together. What exactly is being solid and what just appears solid? What is like those hollow chocolate bunnies, right? Like you get those chocolate bunnies and very few of them are solid chocolate bunnies. They're, like a little shell. In fact, I think I'm most curious about this King of Pentacles. Especially since Queen of Cups is our primary card. King of Pentacles gets the Moon. Moon, which I read, by the way, as Cancer and Pisces. So I do see that as Cancerian. Cancer, someone's coming into your life. Is it coming early February? Is it coming a little later? We'll have to see. But someone is coming into your life, Cancer, that's going to spark your curiosity. However, there is going to be something about this person that's going to make you wonder, is it just someone who appears very solid, or is this person actually solid? Going to be cautious, Cancer. Curious but cautious. And I'm actually going to dive a little further into this King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles clarified by the Moon, Ace of Pentacles, and Five of Swords. Cancer, especially because this is a Cancer read, I'm going to have to say, well, Five of Swords is always one of those energies that you see and you're kind of like, Like not Five of Pentacles, Five of Swords. Because Five of Swords to me is always about, there's something you want to acquire. It's acquisition energy. Like, what can I get? And also, too, it's like the person that is doing this energy, they're the ones having fun. But their fun is really one-sided, right? Like if you're the one generating Five of Swords, you could see how it'd be interesting. I mean, we've all watched the crime movies and the spy movies and the gangster movies and so forth. And they glamorize it and they have like the neat light and the neat music and blah, blah. But if you're not the one actually in that mode, you're being taken advantage of, right? That sucks. So I always find that problematic. A Five of Swords paired under or clarifying a King of Pentacles, it's a red flag. But we'll find out more about it. I'll find out exactly what this Five of Swords is. I will also say, too, with this King of Pentacles being clarified by the Moon and Ace of Pentacles, this is also kind of a little problematic for me, too, especially with the Five of Swords being here. And, with Cancer, I don't mind the Moon. I think Moon energy is actually, some moons are lousy. But just like some suns are lousy, just because the Moon is here, does it automatically mean the negative connotations of Moon? To me, it's intuition. However, I'm going to say King of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and the Moon. Is there like a possibility of pregnancy here, Cancer? And then a Five of Swords here. Okay, I don't really go in this direction, right? I do not. This is almost like someone trying to like start a family with you in a way that perhaps you don't expect. Okay. long-winded way of saying that. Um, I'm not going to say baby trap. I'm not going to say that. But there's something here that is like kids. A third life, another life popping up, however that life may pop up. Somebody's there like looking at you in those terms. And maybe too in this energy, Cancer, well, they're not really sharing any sort of family planning type of words here. It's just saying. As I said, I don't normally go there with my readings. I don't really get those messages, but I just have to call that out, that I do see this with this King of Pentacles. So I am actually going to clarify this King of Pentacles a little bit more, because I find this King of Pentacles a little problematic for those reasons. Maybe it was long-winded to say, but yeah, I see like there's two of you and then there's more of you. Someone's going to try and get more of you there. Someone's going to try and do propagation with you. Okay, whatever that may be. The moon. Well, maybe we'll start with the Five of Swords. Let's look at the Five of Swords first. Like what? I was not expecting this at all, Cancer. If he was to say signs, Cancer, I so far have, outside of your Cancer sign, I have Gemini, I have Aries. King of Pentacles could be an earth sign, but I feel it more as someone who's trying to create family and commitment with you, perhaps through atypical moon, and Five of Swords, perhaps through atypical means, someone who's ready to commit to you through atypical means, not the typical normal route, but they still want that family, that structure with you. That's why I find him problematic. I have Aquarius. I also read this, as I said, Cancer and Pisces, and I have Capricorn. So think about those placements. Sun, moon, rising. Think about it in their Venus. Think about it in their 7th house, or your 7th house. Think about it in perhaps your Jupiter. I don't know yet if we're dealing with secret planning. I don't know if we're dealing with secret planning. Could be 8th house energy and moon energy too. Could be. I don't know. We're going to find out. Anyway, let's do the Five of Swords. Five of Swords gets a Queen of Pentacles. I have more Capricorn that popped up. I have some Virgo, but I'll do that all at the end, provided I remember. Actually, yeah, Cancer, I have somebody who's going to come to you, and they're going to go and definitely spark your curiosity. Cancer, I could end this reading right here. I am going to go a little bit more into it, but essentially what I have here is I have somebody who's going to spark your curiosity, Cancer. You're going to wonder if they're authentic, Cancer, and this person is authentic. I'm going to call out a positive, just like I call a negative. I think it's positive. This person does, Cancer, want to be authentically in a family unit with you. And Cancer, how they obtain that family unit for you, I would keep my eye on that, Cancer, because this smells like children so strongly. I mean, like, wow. And there's only one way to get a kid, too, that I'm aware of. It's not like someone can just go and, present a kid to you like the way you can perhaps gift a puppy or a bag of fruit or something, right? There's like very deliberate steps to get a kid, but, this person's there acting like, I don't know, they could just go and drop a bag of fruit on you when you got like kids. Like baby trapped. Five of Swords clarified by a Queen of Pentacles, Hermit, and King of Cups. Yeah, as I said, the reading's pretty much over. Cancer, you're having someone who's going to approach you. They do want a family unit with you. They are going to try and make you into committed energy with them. Cancer, the pull should be strong. It should be strong. I have soulmate energy here with King and Queen of Pentacles, and I also have soulmate energy here with King and Queen of Cups. It's someone who you could very easily see a family with, and you could definitely have a family with. You probably also have very strong magnetism with this person. There probably is definitely soulmate life partner energy here. And as I said, this person is like after you. Will be after you. How transparent will they be with their plans? Five of Swords. How transparent will they be with their plans that they like to go and propagate with you? I don't know. Propagate with you in a formal setting. It's not like baby mommy energy. This person wants to lock you down. King and Queen of Pentacles. That's commitment. That's commitment for life. They're going to form a lifelong bond. Want you to be committed to them lifelong. Hermit, King of Cups. I mean, as I said, I don't need to go and clarify this anymore. Anyway, maybe should I look into this? No, this really smells like kids to me. This whole thing smells like you have someone who's going to look upon you as their life partner, and they're going to want to do family planning with you. They should be very, accommodating in some way. Cancer, I'm going to take a look at a little bit into Queen of Wands and a little bit into Nine of Swords. Let me see. Is there anything more I want from this? Let's take a brief look. No, this is obvious. I'm actually going to throw one card on Hermit. Okay, they're just waiting for the opportunity to go and create some change. Yeah, this person's going to go and like romance you in some particular type of way. They're also going to go and build trust. They're going to try and build trust in an absolute way. Two of Cups is Cancerian energy. Yeah. Surprising. Few person wants to be married to you. King and Queen of Wands. Cancer, I have another indication of soulmate energy right here. I'm going to just pull one. Another Cancerian card with Three of Cups. Okay, Cancer. Maybe I'll just take one card on that. I got two that want to fall out. Okay, so yes, you are Cancer, February, or I don't know how fast this energy is coming in, Cancer, but I will say for those of you who are hoping for some sort of significant breakthroughs, the single Cancers, the single Cancers who have been who are alone. Because that initial bottom of the deck energy when I first was pulling Queen of Cups, this was someone who was alone, very much alone. Cancer, if you are hoping not to be alone this year, you definitely won't be alone this year. Cancer, are you getting three guys? I'm not going to dive too much into this, but you could be getting three guys with the three pairs that I have here. You could also be getting someone who is just embodying someone who wants to go and form a loving, dedicated partnership with you. I'm not going to clarify that anymore because that'll take a lot of time. Well, take more time. And essentially, whether you get one guy or you get three guys or three girls, whatever, it doesn't really matter because the whole point is, Cancer, ultimate what I see here is these are people who want, or a person who wants to settle down with you, and they're going to try and put marriage and a kid on you, or a pregnancy or whatever. However those things happen. Queen of Wands clarified by a King of Wands and a Three of Cups. You're going to definitely enjoy this person. You're definitely going to have a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of charismatic energy here. There could also be like, more of you. As I said, that whole propagation thing. And then also too, again, I have like sort of like propagation-ish things with the death card here. Maybe there is a very high possibility, Cancer, if you have too much fun with this person could go and like, do the atypical steps of family planning or how you get a family. Like the kid comes before the marriage, maybe the marriage comes before the kid, whatever, right? However it goes. But, there is a possibility that maybe you feel too like this person, this is a person who proposes to you, and maybe you're all like, I don't know, up in your head about like, how would that work? Or is this the right person or whatever. There's a lot of things that can go into that, but yes, Cancer. Hi, Raymond. Yes, if you would like to go and donate, I can take questions for you if you'd like. As you know, Raymond, it would either be through Buy Me a Coffee or Cash App. If you'd like to make a donation, I can definitely pull for you. So, Cancer, I have love for you. I have big changes for you. This year, I see that if you want to get married, you can get married. I also see this year, very high possibility that you could go and be married with a family on the way. Whether you have 3 people or you have 1 person, it doesn't really matter because I see 1 pregnancy here. I see the chances of someone having, or, you guys having more of you doing propagation. I see that. That's all I'm going to say. Signs. Well, once again, as I said, I have strong fire. It could be a fire sign, could be a water sign, could be an earth sign. But I have Pisces, Libra, Scorpio, Gemini, Capricorn, Pisces, Aquarius, Virgo, Aries. I have those signs. Okay. Interesting. I'm going to leave it there, Cancer. Certain things are not my business. This is not my business as well, how that all plans out. If you have any personal questions, you can go and definitely come to me. But no, Cancer, for those of you who would like to go and meet someone, oh, and by the way, this is soulmate energy, so this isn't like frivolous things. It's just soulmate energy. You should be like, but that person is definitely going to try and lock you down with a kid, lock you down with marriage and a kid. They're going to try and lock you down. They're going to be like, oh, yes. Maybe they won't tell you their plans. There's that possibility in there. There's that energy in there. Maybe too, Cancer, that person could ultimatums on you like, let's go and get married like now. And you could be there going, well, I don't want to get married quite now. And that person's like, get married now. Maybe, I don't know. It's not like it's so much you're the one dragging the feet, because I get that sneaky, that strategizing King of Pentacles. I would say that's more their end than your end. Anyway. Yes, Raymond, let me know if you want a reading before I get into the other part, or if you want to think about it, that's fine. If anybody does want me to pull some questions for you personally, all I ask for is a donation, and details are in the description, either Cash App or Buy Me a Coffee. And all your donations are appreciated. They go to my cat food and my kitty litter. I go through so much kitty litter with 4 cats. It's not even funny. I try and change it like every 2 or 3 days too. So I go through a lot of litter. Anyway, And then too, you don't want the litter to hang out there because, it smells. Even if they're the clumping litter, like eventually the clumping litter loses its clumping ability and you just got to throw the whole thing away. And then I have a couple cats that are divas and they're like, oh, it's dirty. I can't use it, when it's only been used like 3 or 4 times. I think it's probably my fault because I should allow the litter to get funky and be like, use it. But because I change it every 2 or 3 days, they're like, it smells a little bit. If you're not going to do this, I'm going to do it right outside of the shower. You can't go in the shower. No, they're right outside the shower. They have their spots, like protest spots. Anyway. Okay, so I'm going to get into your second part of the reading. Let's do the zodiac sign breakdown. I wonder what this information will be, especially since I see for Cancer, I see some very intense partnership energy there. But anyway, as I said, not my business, not going to go into that. Wish you luck. Person should be enthralled with you. You should be enthralled with them. They should be enthralled with you. Perhaps a tad too much, but maybe that's right up. You got someone who's interested and committed. Now, let's go into signs. Let's see. Well, we'll start with fire signs. Let's start with Leo. Cancer, and with these signs, the 12 sign zodiac that I'm going to do, this could be someone who you haven't met yet, Cancer. This could be someone who you do know. You may or may not be dealing with them. This could also be friendship. It doesn't necessarily have to be love. It is, I would see it as like your heart chakra affinity. Okay. So Cancer will do Leo. Cancer, if you're dealing with a Leo, if you meet a Leo. That's what my cat says. 3 of Swords. 10. So Cancer, if you're dealing with a Leo, that Leo did a boo-boo. Didn't that Leo do a boo-boo? They did a boo-boo. Are you still warm and fuzzy towards that Leo, Cancer, even though they did a boo-boo? They're going to come and find out, Leo. They took their time, but now they're going to come and find out if there's any chance you guys can reconcile if you're dealing with a Leo. But that big boo-boo happened. Can you move past that? Anyway, if you meet a Leo, Cancer, that Leo has battle scars. That Leo is ready to commit, but I wouldn't move very fast with this Leo. You should give this Leo plenty of chance, plenty of time to feel out their own way, and definitely don't get emotionally involved because that person is still healing, still moving forward, possibly carrying some baggage, like baggage, possibly carrying some baggage from someone who their heart still aches for. I would almost say, Cancer, if you meet a Leo, that would be hands off right now. You don't want to get entangled in that, Cancer. I'm going to go and shuffle these back. We'll go on to Sagittarius. Cancer. If a Sagittarius is on your mind, if you meet a Sagittarius. 6 of Wands. Cancer, if you meet a Sagittarius, that Sagittarius is interested in you. That Sagittarius in this energy could be interested in other people as well. Sagittarius is shopping around. Sagittarius is lonely. Sagittarius is lonely, but Sagittarius is still shopping around. Sagittarius wants to make sure of certain things before they make any firm commitment, but Sagittarius is into showing everybody a good time. Not quite sure how that falls out into this Cancer, but there's some sort of energy in there. Could also be this Seven of Pentacles isn't, and Six of Wands isn't exactly preening to other people, but it could be also them taking care of other business. But I do kind of feel like with this energy that other business does involve people. You know. I'm not going to dig too deeply into that, but be aware with Sagittarius, I feel they're going to show you a good time, but you're not their only focal point, and I do feel there are other people there. Ultimately, Sagittarius is interested in family building. However, how narrow is their vision, and how wide is their range of vision? That's the question here with the Sagittarius. I don't care if it's a new Sagittarius. I don't care if it's an old Sagittarius. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, that's kind of the energy I have there. I would consider that a little problematic if you were looking for someone to commit to you, because they have such a plethora of interest in their vision. I mean, that's a wide range for them to choose from, a diverse range of taste that excite them. I don't know. Not going to focus on it. Be aware. Aries. Cancer, if you're dealing with an Aries, if you meet an Aries, Three of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. Hierophant, Aries has interesting energy. If you meet with an Aries, I think this is actually good energy. Aries will move fast. Aries energy here, Cancer. Let me say Aries energy. I don't know. Did we have Aries in that initial? We did. We have Queen of Wands in that main pull. If you have Aries, if you meet an Aries, that Aries is definitely into you, and into you in the right way. They're going to want to move things forward, perhaps a little too fast. This is exactly pretty much mirroring that read. You're hot with Aries. If you're dealing with an Aries, Aries should come around too. As I said, you're very magnetic and attractive, and something with Aries. I'm not going to go into what that something is, because as I said, none of my business. So let's go on to another sign. Let's see. And of course, Cancer, if you find the video interesting, consider giving me a thumbs up. It is appreciated. Oh, what sign? I already did fire. We'll do Earth. Let's do Virgo. Cancer. If you meet with a Virgo, if you know a Virgo. Okay. That Virgo could have strong Leo placements, or there could be something about Leo season, could be. Anyway, Four of Cups is Cancerian energy. If you're dealing with a Virgo, Virgo really likes you. Virgo should be willing to put out a lot of effort towards you. Virgo could be a little reticent about perhaps revealing how much they believe in the connection. Or to Cancer, they could be very open about how they feel about you, allow the strength of their feelings to show, but they could hold back maybe on their plans. This has elements and whiffs of that main reading. Something about what they see, the strength of what they see together, Cancer, they're not going to fully disclose to you. They're just going to try and, I don't know, get you deeper and deeper entangled. Okay, Virgo really likes you. Know that. Okay, whatever. Let's go on to Capricorn. Cancer, if you meet a Capricorn, if you deal with a Capricorn. Four of Wands. King of Wands. So Two of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. Capricorn really likes you too. Should I just end it right there? Capricorn really likes you too. Capricorn thinks you guys can accomplish a lot together. Capricorn thinks you guys go well together. Capricorn is pretty excited by you. And Capricorn does think that the two of you have soulmate energy. They believe very deeply in the connection, in the relationship, and would like to build something with you. Capricorn, pretty hot with Capricorn too, Cancer. It almost feels like I got a gift in my litter box. One moment. Yes, it's a gift that never stops giving when you have pets. But those gifts are a blessing because it shows me that they're healthy, they're eating well. Depending on how closely I want to look, I can go and see and make sure that their system's all well and they have no worms and blah, blah, blah. But I took care of that gift. So we did Capricorn, we did Virgo, we have Taurus. And then after that, I believe we have water and we have air. So Cancer, Taurus. Okay, you're hot with Taurus too. I am surprised, Cancer. Look at you on a roll. You're on a roll. If you've been dealing with a Taurus or have your eye on a Taurus, I wonder if it's been some time since you've dealt with that Taurus, Cancer, but that Taurus is now coming by to go and see how receptive you are to forming a union with them, how receptive you are to taking them seriously, creating a new chapter with them, evolving the connection with them. There's all sorts of energy in there that Taurus is now ready. Cancer, if you meet a Taurus, that Taurus is definitely going to go and make you feel curious. I mean, you're going to feel like, oh, Taurus is going to catch your attention. Maybe I'll say it that way. Taurus will catch your attention. Taurus will definitely get your attention. If you meet a Taurus, could be love at first sight, maybe for them too, but I feel like for you, you're going to see Taurus and you're going to be like, oh, Taurus, Taurus is going to shine. Of course, lots of cards here could shine. Lots of signs. What was that one with the sun? I forgot. It was some fire sign. Well, whatever. I do think a lot of there. You have some people coming. Anyway, Taurus. Yeah, Taurus should attract your attention. You've already attracted Taurus's attention. You can go and build on something there. If you want to deal with Taurus, things can move very faithfully with a Taurus. Should we do fire? Should we do air? Oh, we already did fire. Should we do air? Should we do water? Let's do water. Cancer. Cancer, if you're dealing with a fellow Cancer. Let's see. Magician. If you're dealing with a Cancer, almost feels like that Cancer has been trying to get your attention. Also feels, Cancer, if you're dealing with a fellow Cancer, that Cancer has been trying to get your attention and maybe hoping maybe a little sloppily or a little lazily, I don't know, something kind of like under effort type of energy. But they were almost seems like they were waiting for you to notice them in this energy. Or for you to move towards them if you're dealing with a fellow Cancer, or if you meet a fellow Cancer, and if you are there, like that Cancer is around your vicinity and been like, I've been watching you, and you can say like, I have no idea who you are. I think that Cancer knows that you have no idea who they are because they've been trying to get your attention. They can't get your attention, Cancer, so this person is becoming more forward. Very, very forward. This person is going to be like, if you're dealing with a fellow Cancer, that Cancer is now going to be like, you can't ignore me now, can you? No, I don't think you can. I think this Cancer is going to come in front of your face. If you're dealing with a Cancer, that Cancer should be very forward. What is this Cancer? Is this like you just striking Cupid arrows at everybody? I was not expecting that. Anyway, we did Cancer. Let's do Pisces. Pisces. Nine of Wands. Pisces has, well, I've been doing some collective readings for Pisces, and I see that Pisces has like a whole bunch of things going on, at least from the readings I've been getting. Pisces has like life changes going on. If you're dealing with a Cancer Pisces, that Pisces is not ready for you. That Pisces will come around, Cancer, but that Pisces is not ready for you. Pisces is watching you, though. Pisces is thinking of you. Pisces is worried, Cancer, rightfully so. I don't mean to laugh, but I'm only laughing because you saw that main reading. I'm not going into more to that main reading. I never got a reading like that for Cancer before. And all that other sort of signs that I just did, Cancer. Pisces is worried, rightfully so, Cancer, that you're going to saunter off into the arms of someone else, and then Pisces will just become the biggest afterthought or the weakest afterthought that ever existed. Pisces is there going, oh, I cannot move on Cancer right now. For some reason, I cannot approach Cancer. I actually don't blame Pisces from the readings I've gotten with Pisces, because Pisces has a lot of work to do. But Pisces is aware, Cancer, that you're just out there shining and radiating this energy of, come hither. You're like the flower, or like, I don't know. You're like in the field of flowers, and there's a whole host of people coming to do that stereotypical running to each other in the flower field thing. But there's like a whole bunch of people coming, or while you're in the flower field, a whole bunch of people are hoping you'll come running towards them. And Pisces knows that, but Pisces can't move right now. Let me say too, Cancer, if you are hoping on Pisces, I would not reach out to Pisces, because Pisces has a lot of work to do, necessary work, and Pisces needs to do that work on their own. You cannot go and shoulder and help out Pisces work on that, especially for a romantic connection, Cancer. You let Pisces figure that out on their own. Come to you on their own. Just because Pisces wants to reach out to you and connect with you, they're not equipped to do so. And I don't feel like in this energy, you should assist them with that, especially in a romantic connection. Anyway, Scorpio. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, Cancer, if you meet a Scorpio, the beginning stages of love, Cancer. Scorpio is so shy. Scorpio is shy. Scorpio is there in that page energy. If you know my readings, you know that I'm not a fan of pages, because they're so fragile and they're so delicate and they're so tender. I mean, good gracious, people have a backbone. But in page energy, they sprout quickly. They can flourish easily with the sun, but you blow on them and they snap, and then it's over, right? It's such fragile energy. But Scorpio is there, the beginning flutters of love. Do you wake me? You wake me too. Anyway, they're in that kind of energy. Scorpio is revealing a tender heart. A tender heart that needs to be cradled and nurtured and cared for and put with lots of cotton balls so, it doesn't get hurt. That's Scorpio energy. You do have good affinity with Scorpio, but be aware, Scorpio is so tender and so fragile, and I don't know, they're vulnerable. As I said, you don't want to snap the little sprout or it's over. Scorpio is revealing their fragile, tender heart. Let me say too, with that Tower, maybe they wouldn't quite appear that way, but at least in the beginning initial stages, they need some tender care, some tender handling. Otherwise, they could get hurt, and then that would be it. If you're interested in Scorpio, Scorpio needs to be handled with, have you seen those videos, Cancer, of the little baby mice that people find, or the little baby birds, and they're so tiny? And then they take the little Q-tip and they're helping it go to the bathroom, and they're feeding it and washing it. And it's so tiny. It's like ultra, ultra little. And they got to pick it up so carefully and lift up its head and whatnots. That's Scorpio. For the love connection, if you're interested in a Scorpio, that's Scorpio's energy. So, so carefully. You have to use very, your hands are so big and clunky. Your strength is so hard and heavy. And Scorpio is just like a little 1 day old mouse bean, or a little bird bean. Needs so much care and affection. Okay, that's Scorpio. Air signs. Cancer, if you meet a Libra, if you're dealing with a Libra, Nine of Wands again. Well, Cancer, some signs you are just hot with, like seriously, seriously hot. And then, as I said, I feel like that goes more than just February. I think that there is definitely very significant partnerships for you for this year. I think for the single ones that want to go and get married, you definitely will have that opportunity with a soulmate, with someone who literally adores you. And they're going to want to go and like start, propagation. But some signs, at least from what I'm getting right now in February, like Pisces, Libra is also one that's not prepared to move forward with you. Libra hopes so, much like Pisces, Three of Wands, King of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. They hope to move forward. They do. It's with Libra, but Libra is not prepared to right now for whatever reason. I'm not going to clarify why. In this energy, I'm going to say as well, I would not go and, touch Libra if you're interested in Libra. With this sort of energy, it's like too detached. It's really nothing in one way to go and keep in contact. It really isn't. Or to like initiate contact, to reach out, to form those connections. And I think the fact that they're holding back, you should not go and be the one to initiate, because they're already putting distance between you. They're trying to distance their emotional attachment. It's like what they want to have and what they feel what they can handle right now. It's sort of energy like that, and they feel like right now they can't handle entertaining you, working with you, being with you. Something about that, they're not yet ready. They're not yet ready to put out to treat you as they know you should be treated. Something like that. That's why I say do not touch the Libra. Like stay away from the Libra. Would they contact you in this energy? In this energy, even if they did contact you, I don't think you should go and give them much time, Cancer, because as I said, this person is still distant. There's that connection there, but they themselves recognize for whatever reason they're not ready yet. And that could be painful. Someone who, I don't know, gets into your heart space, but they're keeping themselves distant. They're not ready to fully commit. That's painful. Don't touch that. Let Libra do Libra things. Libra is available. If Libra is available, when Libra is ready, Libra will come. Wait until then. Let's see. Gemini. Cancer. Do you have a Gemini on the way? If you meet a Gemini, if you know a Gemini, you and Gemini. For Gemini readings in general, Cancer, I get Empress so much for Gemini energy because Gemini is just like rich. But however, I read my Empresses, Cancer. I read my Empresses as a cross between Taurus and Cancer. So I actually see Empress as Cancer energy. It's interesting though, because as I said, I get Empress so much for Gemini as Gemini. I know I pulled one more for that. It just happened that way. Well, if you're dealing with a Gemini, Cancer, what has that Gemini been doing? That Gemini's been busy. Busy, busy, busy. Gemini's been busy. Gemini has been busy. And if you're dealing with a Gemini, that Gemini has no intention of stopping to deal with you, even if they haven't been dealing with you lately. Cancer, even if they have been dealing with you lately, I don't know if doesn't really matter. If they have, if you know a Gemini, regardless if that Gemini has been dealing with you or not, Gemini has no intention of stopping to deal with you, although they have been busy. What have they been busy with? Well, Gemini has a lot of interest, including you. Okay, we're going to end that part here. Know that if you're dealing with a Gemini, Gemini has no intention of letting you go, but Gemini, it's like, which fruit is the ripest for a Gemini to go after? Kind of like that. Little problematic energy here. And if you meet a Gemini, I also think that's a little problematic. If you met a Gemini, of course, take these readings as they go, right? Take the readings as they go, right? Just keep them in mind as you meet people. But I kind of would let Gemini simmer. That's sharp energy with Gemini. And as I said, Gemini is busy. Gemini sees you as a ripe fruit, but Gemini has, sort of that energy of like lots of diverse tastes, right? You're not going to be the only focal point with Gemini. You're going to be a major focal point with Gemini. Gemini may also feel like they're not quite at your level, so they're going to have, other alternative sources. I don't know. I think Gemini is problematic. Gemini definitely will try and engage you, Cancer. I do not think he's the energy I got right now overall for the collective, Cancer and Gemini. I think Gemini is like fire. And if you put your hand in there, you're going to get blisters and burns. And I like Gemini energy, but just saying, I think Gemini is scary. Now, finally, Cancer, our last sign, Aquarius. Is an Aquarius on your mind? Will you meet an Aquarius? Your affinity with Aquarius. An Aquarius for Cancer. Hermit. Cancer, do you know an Aquarius? Do you know an Aquarius who is a love interest, a love prospect, a love something? Do you know some Aquarius like that, Cancer? Some Aquarius who went away, Cancer. They just snuck their little Aquarius way in. What is these cards, Cancer? Seriously. They snuck their little Aquarius way in to go and explore the feelings and the possibility, but they had their own agenda, Cancer. They went off with their own agenda. And it's like, you've been sort of regaining yourself, Cancer, if you've been dealing or know of an Aquarius in there of your own self and balance. Also, meanwhile, Cancer, that person, if you've been dealing with an Aquarius or thinking of that Aquarius has been thinking about you in conjunction with a whole bunch of other things, almost like Gemini energy, but Gemini is actually in your face. Maybe Aquarius will be in your face too, Cancer. Hermit, Judgment, and Wheel of Fortune. Cancer, if you know an Aquarius, is that Aquarius coming back after a long period of time? Has that Aquarius had enough time to think and something, and is like, oh, well, let me come back to Cancer. Maybe Cancer, blah, blah, blah. I'll see, right? This Aquarius has a Rolodex, Cancer, and you're on it. You're on it. But remember, this Aquarius has a Rolodex. Isn't just you, or excuse me, this Aquarius has a Rolodex. Isn't just you, Cancer. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, if you know an Aquarius, that Aquarius knows you, that Aquarius has been thinking about you, that Aquarius has not been anywhere around you, that Aquarius is going, oh, the connection I had with Cancer was really something, wasn't it? I haven't been able to recreate that. Okay, so just know that if you are dealing with an Aquarius, or if you know an Aquarius, regardless of if you're talking to that Aquarius or that you haven't heard from that Aquarius from eons, Aquarius is thinking about you, also thinking about other people though. But Aquarius is thinking about you. You made an impression. You made a strong impression. You made a fateful impression. Anyway, I'm not fond of this energy. I'll throw that out there as well. You have better energy here in this collective, the Zodiac collective, than this. However, I'm going to say too, if you meet an Aquarius, I think this energy is interesting. Interesting. Because, here, one moment. Okay. Now, if you meet an Aquarius, the reason why I say this energy is interesting is because, again, it's like this very fateful energy. And this Aquarius could be there like, oh, I've never felt this before. This could mean something. My Aquarius could be thinking, oh, this is like, some additional signs or something that, some other worldly something or other that just happens, right? Like a fate and happenstance type of thing. But I am going to say that the energy is still a little problematic for me, because that Aquarius could feel meeting you is like some big profound thing. But then the Aquarius could be there like, oh, let me process it. What does this mean? Aquarius could be like, what is this meeting with Cancer? What are the possibilities? Where can I take it? Let me think about it. Let me go off into Aquariusville, off on Aquarius Mountain, off on Aquarius trip, and detached Aquarius self, and let me go and ponder this. Ponder this against all the other possible avenues that are available to me in Aquariusville. I don't know. If you deal with an Aquarius, if you meet an Aquarius, a new Aquarius, I honestly don't know what to say in this energy. I'm not going to clarify anymore. I don't know if Aquarius is going to try and move on you tightly like the way those other cards were, because, the main reading, because those were basically wands pairs, cups pairs, and I forgot what the swords were. There was a nine of swords. That Gemini energy. Gemini here was kind of vicious in the zodiac breakdown. I don't know. As I said, this person could be there like, this is fateful and I want to move on it. I want to respect that. I'm going to take this as a gift from, the universe to go and make this connection. Aquarius could see it that way, but Aquarius could also be there like, oh, I need to process this. And I almost want to say in this energy, it's almost like you need to be the detached one. If you meet an Aquarius, especially if you feel the pull is strong, because I think that Aquarius still has to process it in some way. And probably how they process it, right, depends upon the other placements in their chart and how they were raised and what their stability level is and how can they, what their personal life looks like, what has it looked like, what do they hope for, like all those things, right? And we don't know that because I'm not going into it. But I almost wanted to tell you, if you deal with an Aquarius, fateful energy here, but Aquarius could go off on their own tangent. And I feel like you're the one who should be more detached, because Cancer, as I said, overall with the 12 zodiac breakdown that I did, you have some stunning energy, Cancer. Stunning. And it feels like it's more than just February. It feels like this is your year for like partnership. And the people, Cancer, who don't respect your time and respect the opportunity of meeting you, is it worth your time or attention? There was someone who said something like people were like buses or whatever. A new one comes every hour or something. And I actually disagree with that. I don't think people are replaceable. I even think the lousy people, the excuse my language, the shitty people, I even don't think the shitty people are irreplaceable. I think every person is unique. And I think the vibration that we share with those people, positive or negative, is unique. There are, of course, types, right? Of course there are types. But still, I do think every person and the way that we react to them and the relationships or the connections we have is unique. But then when you find someone who you actually honestly can go and interact with in a healthy manner, in a positive manner, when you're with them, they don't drain you, but they uplift you. That is a gift. And I don't think it's replaceable. And therefore, Cancer, there are people out there who realize that meeting you is a gift. It's not necessarily like meeting people, right? Meeting the right people is a gift. And it's not something to be there like, oh, well, I met this person, but I'm going to go off, blah, 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 and then come back and see that. Gifts are just that. They're special opportunities. And we need to respect them. We need to respect them with the people who we meet. And if they don't have that same respect towards you, Cancer, I mean, the door should not always be open, Cancer, because we don't have that sort of time, right? We're here every day living our life, and we want each hour, Cancer, to be better than the last hour. Make the most of each day, make the most of each week, make the most of each year. And that doesn't involve waiting for people, Cancer. Especially if you already have what you want figured out, or if you're open to collaboration, you want to have collaboration with other people to see jointly where you should go and how you should build. Anyway, interesting energy, Cancer. As I said, I was not expecting such a stunning read from you. I think that's the most stunning read I've gotten from Cancer in probably a year. Lots of people here. And as I said, I feel like this is more than just February. This is a year reading. There's partnership coming your way. There's family coming your way. There's babies coming your way. If you want them, maybe if you don't want them, you're going to get them. Only one way to get them that I'm aware of. So, it's not like it should take you by surprise. There was one reading I did, Cancer, a couple of months ago. And legitimately, it was one of those general readings. I don't know if it was still when I was doing the weekly readings or the daily readings, but there was one reading with one collective. It wasn't Cancer, it was some other sign. And I saw that they were genuinely surprised that they had a kid. And I'm like, how could you be surprised that you had a kid? I mean, like literally, there's only one way that I'm aware of that you get a kid, right? Like, why would that catch you by surprise? Well, from the reading I got, it was like apparently a huge, big surprise, whatever. How could it be a surprise? I don't get it. Cancer, until the next reading, I do wish everybody the most beautiful day. Cancer, I did do astrological notes. I released all 12 of them, and then they got throttled because apparently you can't release shorts more than 6 at a time. And I released 12, so therefore I got marked as spam. But if you're interested, I did release that yesterday. They are pink videos. It is one for you. If you feel called to, I even forgot what I named it. But if you feel called to, Cancer, check it out. I probably will do another set of astrological notes. I probably won't do 12 because they don't go anywhere when I do 12. Maybe I'll just do 6. Maybe I'll continue doing it in pink. We'll see. Till the next reading, everybody. Oh, Raymond. Yes, Raymond, would you like to donate? And I can go and look into your question. Let me know, Raymond. I think last time you used buy me a coffee, right? If you want me to go and pull a question for you, look into a question, get some answers, see the energy, donate, and we'll take a look, Raymond. So yes, I'll be more than happy to pull for you. I would type in here, but apparently when you use the phone, and obviously it's the phone, not the computer thing, you can't put a sticky message on the top, and I can't even write in the little chat box thing. I can only talk and wave my hands. Well, I can put up signs. Do I have a sign here? My signs are so casual. They're literally notes that I write on there. I don't even know where they are. I know I did one. But yes, Raymond, I'm answering questions. If you want a question, well, if you have a question that you would like to donate for, I can definitely find out for you. And if I could find my little taking readings, I'm available for readings. Maybe I have to create a new one. Maybe I should just write it on this. I even don't have my sketchbook. I have like nothing here. I have pens. And I have a Bic lighter, and I have my heater remote control. I have weird stuff on my table. I have my music control. I have candles. Don't know why I would have lit it for such a short time period, but I have that. I have screwdrivers, and I have pencils. I don't have any paper. Let's see. Oh, here's my readings. Yes, there we go. So that was Chiaka. I got Chiaka's thing. I can do it like that. Or maybe not. We'll do it like that. There we go. So yes, I'm taking questions. Just leave a message. Maybe I should write that on here. I don't know how legible it would be. I can leave this up for a little bit. Readings. Right in chat. I will also be doing a live later tonight too. Like just a general chit chat and personal readings. I have some things to talk about. There we go. Maybe I should put yes, Raymond too somewhere. But anyway. I may do one more sign, one more love reading for another sign. Would I do it on Leo? Would I continue with water? I don't know. But I know I felt like doing Aries and I felt like doing Cancer. I was almost wondering about doing Taurus or Libra, but Cancer felt stronger. Anyway, I'm in a chatty mood. I am in a mood to pull. I'm going to put right in chat and send donation. If that's legible. Let's see. Could be, could not be. But anyways, I do the collective readings. I just do them to share. I'll leave this up for a little bit. So yeah, let me know. I am going to mute it. But I'm around. All right. So I've waited for Raymond. Raymond, see you. Did I say I do not? I meant to say do not. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I start my day at 5 a.m. in the morning, and then I'm thinking of food. Oh, I really like cookies, but anyway, there's this type of brand, cancer, since I'm still in the cancer reading, and I have two people here listening. There is this cookie that I really, really love. It's called Lotus Biscuits, and they're a shortbread, but they're vegan. Oh, and they're so tasty. I think they're a European brand. If I still had the wrapping, I would show you what they are, but they're like my favorite cookie. Not really that I'm a fan of donuts, but I am a fan of those cookies. I could be a fan of donuts. I don't know. There was once a time period, if you listen to some of my other readings, where I was really heavy. Like, I do have sort of a science background. I have worked and I have studied in science labs and things like that. And for a time period, a couple of years, every Monday there was a symposium that I went to for at least 2 or 3 years, and they had donuts. And for some reason, I don't know why, but every time I went there, I think I would eat like 8 donuts at a time. And then I took advantage because I was the skinniest person there. So I was like, I can eat these donuts. Like, some people were looking at me like, you have a nerve to eat 8 donuts. But then I thought, well, I'm hungry. I had nerves and whatnot. So I was like, I'm still going to eat these 8 donuts because I'm the skinniest person here in this room. So like, donut eating contest. Yes, I ate the donuts. I ate so many donuts. I have not actually eaten a donut since then. I could eat fritters, but I do think I from that time period of just going for the general physics symposiums, I still can't really eat a donut. I ate so many. Some people were like, oh, you're eating so many donuts. And I was like, does it look like it? At that point, too, I was walking. I literally was walking something like over 11 miles a day, and 5 of those miles were uphill, like enormously uphill. The place where I was at was really rigorous. And I was just doing so much exercise going up and down a literal mountain to go and get to the place. I mean, I could have taken the bus. I kind of forget why. Maybe I was just doing it for the exercise. But yeah, I ate a lot, but I also was moving around the whole time. Then, if I recall, after the physics symposium with the donuts, in which I ate so many before they had 2 boxes of donuts, and then they began having 4 boxes of donuts. And then afterwards, there was this like tea time and get together talk somewhere else that I'd go to, where they had banana bread and Pepperidge Farm cookies and probably like spiced apple cider. And I'd go to that afterwards. So I got all the spots where there were goodies. And I ate lots of goodies. Needless to say, too, I have not eaten any Pepperidge Farm cookies. And I don't think I've eaten any banana bread either since that time. But I kind of equate now all sort of scientific talks with food. It's weird. And I have not eaten a donut for that long. I don't know why I said that story, other than that word that I sort of, do not. I still think donuts are cute, though, aren't they? The idea of them. I think they are. I am going to end this reading. I don't think Raymond is here. Raymond, if you do hear this, which I don't really know if you're not a Cancer. I don't think you're a Cancer. But if you are a Cancer, I'll have to ask. And if you are listening to this way after the main reading ended, yeah, just put in a donation and I'll pull for you. Anyone else, if you want a personal reading, you can put in what you can afford and we'll pull. I am actually thinking of doing another reading. I don't know so much if I want to do another love reading or if I want to do who's watching you. I usually do those either on the weekend or on a Monday. Who is watching you for all 12 signs? Should I do that instead? Hello, all-time saver. How are you? Are you a Cancer all-time saver? Hello. Are you a Cancer? If you're a Cancer all-time saver, I did a really, really surprising, blow my socks off type of reading for Cancer. I've never gotten a love reading like that for Cancer ever. You're not. Well, no worries, no worries. May I ask what your sun sign is? If you don't want to say, though, you don't have to. Your subscriber, thank you. Well, sometimes when I'm doing my main readings, I don't look at the chat box because I'm just focusing on the cards, which is a little unfortunate because I'm up in the mountains and my Wi-Fi goes in and out. So then I'm there talking, and then I see the whole thing disconnected. And I'm like, where did it go disconnected? How far do I have to go back? And sometimes when I'm pulling these cards, I don't really keep a recollection of them. I just say what I feel and then I move on. So it's those things are lost in translation. Anyway, I've been thinking, all-time saver, if I should do another love reading for another zodiac collective or if I should do an all signs reading for who's watching you. I did one last week. I've been doing it every week, I think, since October. And they're a little fun. They're not quite love readings. They're not quite work readings. They're not quite life readings, but they're just people who are watching you, the energy of somebody not quite stalking you, but somebody who's watching. Are they watching with good intentions? Are they watching with nefarious intentions? Well, go to sleep. It was nice to go and have you say hi. Always nice to go and chat. And a subscriber, I appreciate you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Yes, I think, shall we do in all signs who's watching you? If I went and did another zodiac sign for love, should I do another earth sign? Oh no, I didn't do earth, I did fire. Should I do a Capricorn or a Taurus? I keep on getting Taurus. I've been getting Taurus since this morning. I don't know if I feel like doing another love sign, though. Maybe I will be doing who's watching you. I think I'm in the mood for that. Let's do all signs who's watching you. One more zodiac pull. Well, all signs zodiac pull. That's what I'm going to be doing. Okay, so if you're interested, you can come on over. I think I'm going to do that now. Unless I make a tea first. I may make a tea first. And I'm not sure on the all signs, will I interrupt it for readings? I might. I might not. We'll see. See how I feel. But I'm curious now, who's watching who? go and do that. Catch me on the other live if you want. I do appreciate your time. I do appreciate everyone saying hello. I do appreciate the likes. And I am so, so curious about this stunning energy for Cancer. I would see that applying to Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising, Cancer Venus, Cancer 7th house. Cancer is your signature sign. Cancer is your first house. Sometimes some people say that your first house is actually your rising as well. But, it depends upon the cusp and the degree and all that sort of stuff, right? And I suppose, too, if you're looking at it through even the Western astrology or the Vedic astrology. Because I can say that my first house energy is definitely not my rising in Western. My rising is like the one thing that I very much don't feel, but everyone says, oh, yeah, I could see it. I don't feel it. However, I do feel very strong water energy. I have to go, put the little sob. So much water energy. Anyway, I'm going to go and end this reading. If you want to go and jump over to who's watching you, please do. Let's go and see. Let's go and investigate who's watching you. Bye-bye.